Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I didn't realise anybody was in here. I'll wait outside if you like.
Good Lord, no. There's no need. One would get frightfully cold hanging around out there.
I meant wait in the hall, actually, not outside.
Yes, one understood perfectly well what you meant. But it's terribly cold almost everywhere in this house.
Well, I suppose there is a war on, miss.
Expect that's how Jerry intends beating us into submission then. Freeze us all to death. What a beastly end that would be. My name is Virginia, but you may call me Jim. And that is a privilege afforded only to people one likes. One thinks one may like you. You are Tompkins. Don't you have a first name, Tompkins?
Oh, I'm just a humble constable. We're not allowed first names.
Oh, come now. Don't be such a spoil sport. I promise not to tell a soul. One can be very discreet.
Well, it's Arthur, actually.
Arthur, is it? Oh, how delightful! One is still trying to get to know the local people. One's only been here a few weeks, lending a hand with the Brussels sprouts. Haven't I seen you around?
Not around the sprouts, you haven't. Can't stand them. I'm stationed down in the village. Maybe you've seen me there?
Perhaps. It's so isolated out here that not many people take the time to visit, I'm afraid. Makes life dreadfully dull. Still, you look as though you may brighten things up for us.
Mrs. Allwright told me to wait in here. Said she'd be along in a minute.
Well, she's the jolly old boss. I say, one hopes you're not here on business.
I'm afraid I am, miss. We've lost one of our constables.
That sounds very careless, officer. I hope you don't do it regularly. You'll run out of men.
And we wouldn't want that.
I'm afraid it's not really a joking matter, Mrs. Allwright. We were rather worried about him. He went missing 2 nights ago and we haven't seen him since.
Forgive me. Rather a bad joke, in poor taste. But I'm intrigued. Why have you come all the way out here to speak to us?
Well, that's the thing. We think that he might have been somewhere around here when he went missing. We have to follow up on all possible leads, as you can imagine.
Goodness, well, I don't think I've seen any of your chaps around here for ages. Have you, Ginny? She's out in the fields for hours on end. She'd be bound to see.
Not really sure. I thought I'd seen Constable Tompkins a few days ago, but he supposes not. Perhaps it could have been this other chap.
So, how would you like us to help, officer? Anything at all?
Well, I expect there's a matter for my superior when he arrives. He should hear any minute, I expect. If he hasn't gotten himself lost.
You don't seem to have very much faith in him finding us.
Forgive me, Mrs. Allwright, but I do believe you are the daughter of the late Colonel Charles Pratt.
Yes, I am.
Then I expect you'll have heard of him. Inspector Pratt?
Oh, goodness. Surely they wouldn't send him out here again. Not after everything that's happened in the past.
I'm afraid with the war on, we're very badly undermanned. Hopefully he won't cause you trouble for long.
I heard even a minute would be outstaying his welcome.
I couldn't possibly comment on that, Mrs. Allwright.
It's all rather inconvenient. I was planning to give Ginny a hand laid to helping the landowner girls. We're a bit rushed and we can't get any more labour, I'm afraid.
That'll be him now, I expect. Shall I?
There's no need. I'll go. One is rather intrigued.
So, what's all this with the Mrs. Allwright business? I thought I was Nancy now.
Well, you are Nancy, but not when I've got my uniform on.
But I haven't seen it off yet, Constable Tompkins.
I mean, when I was on official business. You know what I meant.
Oh, how boring. So, what do you know of this Inspector Pratt anyway? He's a walking disaster by all accounts.
I've only had the misfortune to work with him on one case a few years ago. It was here, actually. I've still got the scars. Nowadays, we try to keep them in the office sharpening pencils, but they do let him out occasionally, I suppose.
They know he's a right. quite got a mark on her. She'll be right after a lie down. Just sit down somewhere to get her wind back. Not that I'm implying that she had winds before.
I'll be all right in a moment, dear. I'm sure the nausea will pass shortly.
Oh, nonsense, Miss Maple. You may have broken something. Just sit back gently.
What on earth happened, Miss Maple?
Oh, it was nothing, dear. Just a slight accident. I'm sure the inspector didn't intend any harm.
Are you responsible for this?
As Miss Maple said, just an unfortunate and regrettable motoring incident. She was incorrectly positioned on her bicycle, and I touched her up the rear end.
I'm on the verge, Inspector.
On the verge of what?
Of the grass verge.
Ah, yes, exactly. If you'd been correctly positioned on the road itself, I would have missed you by a mile as I exited through the hedge. Fortunately, there's little harm done, hardly a mark on the car bonnet. I'm sure the constable will retrieve the rest of your bicycle later, if these good people will lend him a dustbin for the pieces. In the meantime, I have bigger fish to batter. A word in your shelf, like.
I'll fetch you a hot, sweet drink, Miss Maple. One forbids you to move until one returns.
Are the inheritance of the house here?
Not sure, sir. I think there are a couple missing at the moment, sir.
Missing?
Not here at the moment, sir.
Indeed. Do I recognise you?
I don't know, sir. We did work together once before. You used to call me Thompson.
So that's your name, is it? Thompson?
No, sir, it's Tompkins.
So why did I call you Thompson?
I haven't the faintest idea, sir.
So, allow me to introduce myself. The defective Inspector Pratt. Yes, I thought that would impress you. May I have your name, please, and your circumstantials?
Circumstantials, Inspector?
Yes, of course. The circumstantials that brought you to this house.
Oh, I see. Well, my name is Mrs. Nancy Allwright, and I moved here several months ago after I inherited the house from my late father.
I see. And when do you expect him to return?
My father? Well, I don't. He's dead.
I think that's what Mrs. Allwright meant by late, sir.
I know what she meant, Thompson. So, how's your father? Who's your father?
Colonel Charles Craddock. I believe you knew him?
Colonel Craddock? Oh, yes, I knew him very well. But why are you trying to deceive me? He inhabited the house next door.
This is next door, sir.
Don't be ridiculous. Are you trying to turn me into a laughing stock? Next door is next door.
Now, it's all the same house, sir. That's your house.
I'm sorry, Inspector. I think I can see why you're confused.
Confused? I have never been less confused in my life.
My father used to live in the main house. When I moved here, I couldn't bear it in there. There was a terrible atmosphere. There'd been so many deaths over the last few years, I decided it was time to shut it up.
I see. And did you establish what was causing the noise?
No, you misunderstand. I closed the main house and opened up the west wing, so we are now here in the west wing. You have previously only been in the main house. Perhaps that's why you thought you were next door.
You yourself were present at most of the deaths, Inspector. It's most regrettable they should happen under your nose. I fear you bring the same bad luck to people as I do myself. Whenever I step over the doorstep, they've been dropping like flies.
I thought you were supposed to be resting, Miss Maypole, until the nautical spell's passed.
Oh, I'm feeling much better, thank you. Right back to my old self.
Good. I'm so pleased. I don't remember Colonel Craddock ever mentioning that he had a daughter.
Hardly surprising.
What was that?
I said it's hardly surprising that you don't remember, sir. You have so much on your plate.
I'm afraid that, from an early age, my father and I never really saw eye to eye. I think he always secretly hankered after a boy.
Really? Oh, I didn't realise he was that way inclinated. Perhaps a career in the Navy might have suited him better.
We hadn't spoken for a number of years. When I heard of his death, I was mortified. I felt terribly guilty and sad that we drifted apart from each other.
Here you are, Miss Maple. You must drink it. Shock may set in if one dehydrates.
Thank you, my dear. Don't suppose you happened to put a splash of rum in this, did you?
No. Would you like me to?
Oh, no, dear, don't bother yourself. I'll be absolutely fine. I've the constitution of an ox. Now, Inspector, I fear I owe you an apology.
Well, that's all right, Miss Maypole. Just ride more carefully in the future.
I
Not
mean,
all motors have lightning fast reflectives.
well, I mean about the deaths that occurred here last year. I'm told my sister behaved extraordinarily badly. She always was the black sheep of the family.
A sheep in the family of foxes, eh?
I said ox, Inspector.
Yes, quite. So, Mrs. Albright, what exactly were the circumcisions of your father's death?
I think you should know that better than I, Inspector. You were present, I believe.
I understand that his wife Margaret was the chief suspect. I believe she thoughtfully left a small note of condolence. Although perhaps the way she pinned it to his chest with a pitchfork rather spoke the sentiment.
Ah, yes, I remember now. Margaret Haddock, the mad woman.
Inspector, please! Despite everything that's happened in the past, she's still my mother. She can't help her illness. If she had a broken arm or something, people would understand.
Why would she have a broken arm? Have you seen her?
No, of course I haven't. I'm simply saying that she needs help.
Which is why she needs to be caught. I will not rest easy until she is caught and reincarnated in the Sanctimonium for the inane. But returning to the matter in hand, yes. Where was the painting normally kept?
Painting?
The missing customer. I assume that it was one of his landscapes.
Excuse me, sir, but officer, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Why would they park up a tree?
I mean, you're wrong about the painting.
I think not. I did a little research before coming here. According to the little Pratt Junior Encyclopedia, he expelled the landscapes. The haystack, I believe, was one of his better efforts.
But it's one of our men, sir.
A portrait of one of our men? Oh dearie me. It's no wonder the force is on such a slippery slope.
What's wrong with that, sir?
Well, think about it, man. According to my researchers, Custer has been dead for a centurion. He couldn't possibly have painted one of our men.
No, it's one of our men who's gone missing, sir. Constable Atkins. He went missing 2 days ago, sir. We believe that he was in the vicinity of the Bagshot house at the time.
There's no painting.
No, sir.
Well then, why did you tell me there was? Why are you coming up here, Miss Maypole, when you reversed into my car?
Well, I've been visiting my nephew for several days. Such a nice young man. After a few unpleasant little habits. When I arrived back this morning, I heard a little gossip in the village.
I see. Who was the little gossip?
The little gossip was an event, not a person, Inspector. I was racing up here on my bicycle to offer my assistance. As you know, I have a keen interest in crime in all its manifestations.
And you, sir?
Virginia Farquhar. I'm working here at the house.
House?
Yes, here at Bagshot House. I'm lending a hand with sprites.
Sprites? Are you suggesting that there's some sort of elves around here?
Brussels sprouts, sir. I mean, sprouts.
And what would Christmas be without Brussels sprouts, Inspector? There are only 24 shopping days left, you know. I do hope you'll purchase your gifts for Mrs. Pratt in good time. There's bound to be shortages with the war.
Miss Maypole, I hardly think that Mrs. Pratt's surprise Christmas treats are pertinent. At the moment, I'm far more interested in these bird treats.
I'm afraid that Ginny, as usual, is being far too modest. She's now the chief treasurer. She's organising all the farm work. I don't know how to manage without her.
Oh, you're a darling, Nancy, but one really mustn't exaggerate. One's not doing anything awfully special.
Then what are you doing, sir?
Well, Daddy said we girls should do our part for the jolly old war effort. Ginny, he said, go out there, gal, and help your king and country. So, one volunteered to help out with a spot of farm management wherever needed. My family has been in agriculture for generations.
Agriculture? So you're chicken farmers?
No, Daddy's farm is much more arable, actually. Just a few acres, nothing more than a small building, really.
I see. And And where are your father's small holdings?
Mainly Berkshire, but we have an additional 8,000 acres that sort of lean into Oxfordshire.
Forgive me for asking, but why are you persecuting a man, Miss Farquhar?
One didn't realise one was, Inspector.
One's clothes.
One's clothes. Oh, I see. You mistook me. Oh, silly. One was just out hacking around the fields, keeping an eye on things.
Hacking? Forgive me, I may not be a man of the soil myself, but that hardly sounds like the way that she Brussels sprites. Does anyone else see a big shot house?
I run the house as a small bed and breakfast establishment, Inspector. I have 2 paying guests at the moment, Mrs. Morgan and Mr. Garibaldi. I could call them.
Call them what?
I mean, I can ask them to come down.
Oh, in due course, Mrs. Albright. At the moment, there's an incontinent elephant in your story that sets alarm bells ringing. I wouldn't be surprised if Thompson's bells were ringing too.
Don't think so, sir.
No? Well, perhaps that's why you're where you are, and I am where I am, which is here. Does it not seem rather fishy to you that Mrs. Albright claims to be the daughter of Colonel Hatter?
What's wrong with that, sir?
Well, think about it, man. Why adopt an alias? Why does she call Hatter too?
She's married, sir.
Married? Why didn't you tell me that you were married, Mrs. Albright?
Well, you didn't ask, but that's why I'm called Mrs. I thought that may have been a clue.
So where's your husband? I suppose you're going to tell me that he's also called Mrs. Albright. I suppose you're going to tell me that he's missing, along with Constable Napkins.
Actually, it's squadron leader, all right. Sadly, yes, he is missing.
Really? So, a pattern is emerging. 2 persons missing together like fleas in a pod. Find one or the other, and will inevitably find the other one.
Hardly. My husband is missing in action. Believed dead. He was shot down over the Channel in August during what Mr. Churchill called the Battle of Britain. He was one of the few, Inspector.
Oh, Nancy, one mustn't upset oneself like this.
Oh, fortitude, child, you must be strong.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Albright. I didn't mean to cause you distress. So, I myself volunteered to become one of the few, but I was turned down because I'm afraid of heights and a stigmata in my left eye. Still, I suppose if you'd all been accepted, it wouldn't quite be the same. We would have been the many. So what do we know?
About what, sir?
Well, Constable Napkins visits here, of course. You are going to need to buckle your ideas up, Thompson, or we'll be here all day.
It's Atkins, actually, sir.
All right. So, Atkins, what have we got?
Not very much, really, sir. When he'd finished his normal shift, he told one of the lads that he'd send them to Bankshire House. We didn't know why he wanted to come up here, although he had said that he had some suspicions about something going on. He may not have even got here.
Well, of course he didn't get here. If he had, then Mrs. Halfway or Miss Farquhar would have seen him.
I think you're missing the point, sir.
What? What point? Miss Maple, do you mind? I'm trying to have a private conversation with Constable
I'm
Atkins.
sorry, Inspector. I was just endeavouring to retrieve my knitting from my basket. I have 23 scarves to complete before Christmas Day.
Allow me, Miss Maple.
Ow!
Ooh. So sorry, Inspector.
Sorry, sir.
Inspector, whilst I'm over here, might I make a small interjection?
I've had quite enough injections for one day, thank you.
I think the point the constable is trying to make, that if something underhand has befallen your missing man, the perpetrator would hardly admit to having seen him.
Oh yes, of course, I know that. I'm not a half-wit. I'm fully witted.
Although, on this occasion, I feel certain that you can trust both these young ladies implicitly. They are both beyond suspicion.
I'll be the judge of that, Miss Maypole. I'll be the judge. And the jury, if I so choose so to be, so be.
And there are 2 people in this house that we haven't interviewed yet, sir.
You didn't tell me that you employ more staff.
He means my paying guests, Inspector.
Ah, yes, exactly. And one of them may be the perpetuator. Do you trust them with such implicity, Miss Maypole? Are they also above suspension? Don't fetch them, I think. I'll interpret them in here.
Very good, sir. I do wonder if anyone could tell me where I might find the guests.
Undoubtedly in their rooms. I'll show you if you like, Arthur. Oops. How jolly dreadful. One promise not to give you away.
I'll be back in a moment, sir.
Yes, Arthur, you better be.
Ooh, are you recovered, dear? Oh, it really is tragic about your husband. Such a brave man by all accounts. Britain needs men of his calibre if we are to win the war. This is no time for faint hearts. Is it, Inspector?
I'm sorry?
I said no faint hearts, Inspector.
My apologies, ladies. I'm afraid I had Mrs. Pratt's homemade cauliflower soup yesterday evening.
I need to speak to you immediately. Something terrible has happened, and I don't know what I can possibly do to escape from it.
Whatever is it, my dear?
I need to talk with you privately, not with you here.
I wonder if you require us to stay, Inspector. I feel quite recovered from my bump at the rear, and I've offered to help Mrs. Allward make us all a pot of tea.
I'd like you to stay in here for a moment, please. I may have further questions for you.
If that's the case, Inspector, then might I ask what you're doing?
Well, I believe that the house may be riddled with a cacophony of secret doors and back passages.
Good gracious, how intriguing! Whatever makes you think that?
Well, during my last investigations here, I had a hunch that there was a secret door. And as I stood here surveying the walls, I got my hunch back. And by hunch back, I don't of course mean a fellow with a spine infirmary. You may not be aware, but I am an accomplished musical percussionist. My trained muscular ear is able to detect the slightest variation in tone. It would appear that this wall sounds perfectly sound throughout. Pity.
Are you certain you have missed something, Inspector?
Certain. Is the earth flat, Miss Maypole?
Even my inexperienced ear tells me that there may be a small hollow spot there, if I'm not mistaken. Secret door, no doubt.
Ah, yes, that door. I had spotted that. I was looking for hidden doors. That appears to be an unhidden door, pouring camouflage into surroundings. May I inquire where it executes to?
It connects into the main house, Inspector.
Does it indeed? I think it requires maintenance, Mrs. Hartwright. It's jammed, or perhaps booby-trapped.
As I explained, Inspector, it's always kept locked. Nobody has been through there for some months.
And you have a key?
Yes, of course. I believe it was left in the top drawer.
I see. Locked jaws always worry me, Mrs. Hartwright. Not in the way that a rabbi dog might worry me, of course, but they conceal hidden secrets, secretly locked away, secretly. May I?
Of course.
My apologies. Strangely to be called stationary when it moves so fast. But here is the key. As it happens, it appears to have done you a small service, Mrs. Hartwright. Some reorganization is needed. Mrs. Pratt's always very particular about her jaws.
They're on their way down, sir. The two guests. I don't know if you'll get much sense out of them, sir. They both seem a bit...
Right-headed.
Now, crazy, sir.
Oh, don't worry about that, Atkins. I've had to deal with madness all my life.
Sure you have, sir. Miss Farquhar said she needs to go and start work. She said she's in the outhouse if needed her again, sir.
Very good.
But I do think you're going to have to be very careful with Miss Farquhar's name, sir.
Why?
Well, it's just, if you said it wrong, it could sound rather rude, sir.
Why should I get it wrong? I'm always very particular about names, Atkins. You should know that.
I will tidy up the desk drawer, put it away, shall I? Is that okay with you, Inspector?
Be my guest, madam. Although technically, of course, I'm your guest.
We were just looking for the inspector. You in my ear, is it?
That's why Mrs. Morgan through you, please.
Well, hello, you must be the great Pratt. Very pleased to make your acquaintance. I've heard so much about you.
And I am also happy to meet you, Inspector. I am a Garibaldi. London Inspect. Before that, though, I was from the very city of Roma.
Whereas not your senorita.
I am here at your service, Inspector.
And I'm Lodwin Morgan, and you probably hear I'm from the valleys.
What was spies with those be, Mrs. Morgan?
Oh, don't go teasing me like that, Inspector. I've been hearing all about your little tricks, mind. Always pretending to not know what's going on. You coughing like an acadol pit pony there, Miss Mabel. You want to watch or be digging your grave next week?
I'm absolutely fine, thank you, my dear. Oh, although I must tell you about the bicycling accident I had on the way up here. It was most unsettling.
Oh, accident, is it? Woman your age wants to be careful of accidents. Don't be going at things bald-headed at your age.
Excuse me, ladies. I wonder if I might,
No, don't you mind us at all, Inspector Mark. You carry on with whatever it is you're about. Don't mind us. Don't mind us at all. Now, we had an accident the other week. Coming home from the shop she was when I saw her. Straight over her ears and edge went straight over the handlebars.
It's the same in my country, Inspector. All of the time, the women, they talk about this and talk about that. All of the time is a talk. Hey, Miss okay? Where would we be without the ladies, eh?
We were wondering whether you've seen anything of one of our constables of you in the last few days, Mr. Garibaldi.
do you mind, Atkins? I'm in charge. Have you seen the man who looked like him, Mr. Baldy?
I know I have seen the police. You suspect me because I am Italiano. I did not start this war. I live here 10 years. It's the why my English is so good. It's Mussolini who is your enemy. It's not fair you pick on me.
I think I can vouch for Mr. Garibaldi, Inspector. His restaurant was burned down by a mob last May. He was in turn released as a class C alien.
I have all of the correct papers. You want to see? I go fetch. You want to see?
There's no need, Mr. Baldy. I'm sure that you're totally bona fide.
But, so do you think...
No, Atkins. The poor fellow was interred. He's been duly possession.
I am a good chef. Sometimes I make a pizza for the ladies.
Oh, I bet, sir.
You want to take a piece, Inspector?
I went before I came here, thank you. Might I remind you of the ladies present, sir? Now, I'd like to have a word with Mrs. Morgan, if you can jog your way, Atkins.
I can hear you all right, Inspector. I have 2 ears so I can listen to 2 conversations, see? Pity I haven't got 2 mouths as well. There'll be no stopping me then. And I haven't seen you missing constable if that's what you wanted.
Could you explain why you're here, Mrs. Morgan?
Oh, well, now that's a deeply philosophical question, that is. How long have you got?
I'm not interested in phylactery, madam. I simply want to know the circumstantials of your encumbrance here in Big Shot House.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so, Inspector? Have you heard of clairvoyance?
No. She's a friend of yours, is she?
No, not clairvoyance. Clairvoyance. And spiritualism. That's what I go in for, see? I am a medium.
Why is that so special? Many women are mediums. Mrs. Pratt takes extra large, but she blames it on an vindictive typhoid gland.
I contacted the dead, Inspector Bach, and from what I've heard, there's plenty of scope for it to go around here. 8 have gone over in the last few years. Most of them murdered, right under your nose, so I'm told. I'm hoping to get through to them.
Why?
Because murdered folk do have a tendency for tortured souls, and we don't want that, do we? Tortured souls wandering through the halls at night. They'll haunt you as soon as look at you. I'm hoping to calm them down.
There is a theory, Inspector, that ghosts are very closely associated with murder. The emotional charge of a murder is so high that a residual force is often left in this world. A contact may be possible, although I myself have always been wary of intercourse.
I don't think we need to delve into that sort of personal detail, Miss Mablethorpe.
I mean with the people who have perished.
And you think all the perishers have become ghosts?
Oh, a few I wouldn't be sure. Since the time I came down by here, I've experienced some very peculiar phenomena.
Up, down by here?
It's true, Inspector. I've also heard noises coming from the unoccupied part of the house. Strange scratching noises and banging.
It may be ghosts, or even poltergeists, but whatever they are, I'll get hold of them. Ever since I heard about this house, I've been drawn to it like a magnet, Inspector.
Really? Let me be frank, although that's not my name, of course. My name's George. I've never heard such nonsense. Ghosts and poetry ghosts. First we had Miss Farquhar sprites. You were telling me that there are pharaohs in the bottom of the garden next. Do I look like a fool, Mrs. Organ? I've had enough of this, Atkins. It's time we... Atkins?
I'm here, sir.
Oh. What did you do down there? I thought you were poof.
I think I found something, sir. There seem to be small blossoms on the carpet, and they appear to lead to that door, sir. The carpet still feels slightly damp, as though someone tried to wash it in the last day or two.
A damp carpet, eh? Just as I thought. Can anyone explain?
I think I can, Inspector. I noticed someone had spilled something earlier, so I tried to wipe it clean.
It's a very unlikely exclamation. Can anyone confirm your story? In that case, Mrs. Halfright, I shall have to arrest you for suspected tinkering and tampering with evidence. We'll take it down to the station, Atkins.
I can verify her story, actually, Inspector. It's rather embarrassing. I was hoping it might remain my little secret.
Oh, come now, Miss Maypole. You know me better than to try to keep secrets. I have a nose like a Cheshire cat.
When I was last here, I had a little accident on the carpet. I'm afraid it's my age, Inspector. It seems to be happening more frequently.
An accident?
Yes. A scone tipped from my plate and alighted on the carpet with the jam facing downward. I thought no one had noticed, so I didn't draw attention to it. Quite dreadful of me, I know.
Jam? I see. I thought you meant an accident of a less jammy nature.
I think we need to see through there, sir.
What for?
Well, just in case it is blood on the carpet, sir. The trail does seem to lead in that direction.
Ah, yes, the door. I hadn't forgotten about that.
Want to be very careful how you go meddling by there, Inspector Bach. You may unleash unspeakable forces.
It seems to be locked.
As I explained, Inspector, the door is always kept locked. I believe you have a key in your pocket.
Do I? Yes, of course I do. What do you mean, unspeakable forces? What kind of unspeakable forces?
Well, how can I tell you that? They're unspeakable.
I believe you have the old English saying, Inspector. Beware of the dog what is barking in the night. For otherwise, it might end up spotted like the tiger.
I have my own sayings, the old
rise first.
I run 5 miles every morning, Mrs. Organ. I can outpace a fully grown gazebo.
Very well, on your own head be it, Inspector. Although it is invariably the one who enters first who is in mortal peril. I'll try to keep the forces at bay, but I can't promise I hold out much hope.
You mean only the one who enters first is in danger?
Without a doubt, yes.
Nonsense. Total nonsense. You'll be in no danger at all, Atkins. I'll be right behind you.
Me, sir?
It was your idea. Take your truncheon. If you're attacked by a ghost, knock 3 times on the floor as you go down.
I'm not sure I like this, sir.
Well, I'm in charge, so you just have to like it.
Oh, blimey, sir, I almost collapsed with fright.
Just get on with it, man. If you do collapse, rest assured that I'm fully trained in recitation.
There's nothing here, sir. Except, oh my, there's a terrible smell, sir. I think I'm gonna... Oh, never mind, sir. It's just a cheese sandwich. And this, sir. It doesn't smell too good either, sir. It's Kiddle Bill, sir.
Ah, yes. That'll be the rationing. Not enough cows to go around.
Well done, Constable. That was extremely brave.
Foolhardy if you ask me. Still, if every fool wore a crown, we would all be kings.
It was very courageous, Constable.
Oh, it was nothing.
Exactly. Nothing. Nothing contagious about it at all. And that's all there is in there?
Well, obviously there's all the other rooms as well, sir.
What do you mean?
All the rooms beyond, Inspector. The door at the end of the room leads into the main corridor.
Hang on a moment. I think there's something else down here, sir. Scuff marks. As though someone's dragged something heavy through. There may be more traces of blood as well, sir.
Want to be careful over by there now. There may be huge, powerful, immense forces trying to drag people through into the underworld. I'm starting to sense it now. A deep throbbing from the depths beyond.
I think you should have closed the door, Inspector. I also am a feeling that rather.
Nonsense. You've got a cold. It's just your sinusoidal passages.
No. There's more to it than that. Can't you all hear it?
The Colonel! He used a stick for his grout! I didn't mean it, Colonel. It wasn't my fault.
Come on out. Whoever you are, we're not afraid of you.
You speak up for yourself, lady. Perhaps we should have hold of the hand.
Oh, no one's far too late for that now. Even our combined psyche can't hold back such a presence.
Hey, but it might have been funny.
I think I'm needed down at the station.
Seems to be a bit of party going on. Mind if I join the jolly old shindig?
It's nothing, it's just, it must be hard sometimes, detecting. In fact, I've been doing a bit myself, sir.
Bit of what?
Well, when you set me off on my own to check through the rest of the house, I realised why you thought the speaking sounds were coming through there, sir.
I wasn't deceived, Atkins. You're as bad as the rest of them. I knew what was going on. So what was going on?
Oh, well, the room through there is one of the house's original speaking tubes. Some would have left the cab off and it connects through to the front door. The banging weird of the squadron leader trying to attract attention to the door.
Ah, yes, the front door.
They couldn't find anything else much, although there were signs of recent activity. One of the window shutters had been tampered with as though someone's been through it. But I am sure this is blood down here, sir. I don't think it's looking good for Atkins.
For who?
He's the missing constable, sir?
Is he indeed? Is he your brother?
No, sir.
Just a coincidence then, you having the same names. Very odd.
But I'm not. It's just that you. Oh, never mind, sir. You want to have a word with the squadron leader now? He said he'd be available as soon as you needed him.
Why would I want to see him? I mean, he wasn't even here when whatever happened.
Well, we don't know that, sir. In fact, if truth be told, we don't really know anything about him at all, sir.
Why should you want to tell the truth? We're police officers. Anyway, he's in the RAF. He's a squadron leader.
We've only got his word for that, sir. This is all right, I suppose.
That is why you're still a constable, Atkins. You observe, but you see nothing from your observatory. I mean, do I have to point out every small detail to you? Every subtle nuisance?
Sorry, I don't get you, sir.
Every case is a crossword puzzle, Atkins. In order to solve the crossword, you must read the clues. Let us study a hypocritical puzzle. 8 across. What was the squadron leader wearing?
A squadron leader's uniform, sir. Sorry, I still don't get you, sir.
Oh, think, man. I mean, who else but the squadron leader would wear a squadron leader's uniform?
No one, sir.
Exactly.
Except someone who was trying to impersonate a squadron leader, sir.
Quite. Wait a minute, Atkins. He's not putting that one on me.
Squadron leader all right, sir.
Yes, well, as soon as he got that piece of skilledredgery, I've not been behind the years, you know.
No, I don't suppose you are, old chap. I understand you wanted a bit of a chinwag. Lost one of your men, I hear. Bad show.
We don't do it for show, sir. It's a serious matter. I couldn't help noticing that you walk with a limp.
A limp what, old chap?
A limp leg.
Yes, I know, I was just pulling yours.
Put on my what?
Your leg, of course. I expect you want to know how I bought this packet.
I hope you're not confessing to buying a loose packet of cigarettes on the black market, sir.
No, old man, how I bought the leg.
You bought it? Forgive me, sir. I didn't even realise it was false. It looks so leg-like. Let me get directly to the point.
Yes, it would be rather helpful, old chap, yes.
Why are you percolating a squadron leader,
Sorry, old chap, I still don't get your drift.
I'll be blunt, but don't be deceived by my bluntness, sir. I am the sharpest fork in the canteen of cuttlefish. Why are you wearing that uniform?
Well, because it's mine.
But I only have your word for that, sir.
Oh, no, definitely mine. Just had it cleaned. Oh, I will have a word to say to my man if he's dropped a planner and has picked up the wrong one.
Your man?
Yes, my batsman. He can vouch for the fact that it's mine.
Your batsman? I see. Well, I think I'll clear things up, squadron leader, but if you take my advice, sir, I wouldn't overdo the cricket with a false leg.
No, I won't, no. Anything else I can elucidate for you, Inspector?
Oh, it's fact I'm after, sir, rather than hallucinations. There are a couple of things you could clear up, but by clear up, I don't mean clear up, but I suppose your wife does that sort of thing.
Fire away, old chap.
Thank you, sir. Is it right if I call you sir? Sir? I could call you squadron leader if you like, or just leader.
No, old thing. Call me Stiffy. Everyone else does, eh?
Because of your legs, sir.
No, only just collected that. No, for something else completely different. What?
I didn't say anything, sir.
Pardon?
I said I didn't say anything, sir.
No, I know you didn't. Bit of a mix, what?
Pardon?
Look, old man, I think if we're going to get anywhere at all, you should perhaps just tell me what it is you want.
Good idea. You should have thought of that, Atkins.
Do you mind if I take a bit of weight off?
I wouldn't have thought that necessary, sir. You look fit enough to me.
No, a bit of weight off my leg.
That sounds a bit drastic, sir. Can I weaken it? Perhaps you just sat down for a moment instead.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, I'll do that. Still got some shrapnel rattling around. Expect the medical wallers and their fingers on the pulse there. So, you want to know all my movements?
Well, I'm afraid that's not really my area, sir. But if they're irregular, I'd advise you to mention it to your little ones. You can't be too careful.
Apparently everybody thought you were dead, sir. Mrs. Allwright was quite overcome.
Yes, I really ought to have let Nancy know I was heading back. I thought it would be a surprise if I had just turned up out of the blue. Didn't mean to scare her like that. Didn't realise she thought I was dead. Bad show.
Perhaps you could tell us how you came to be missing, sir.
Do you mind, Atkins? Perhaps you could tell us how you came to be missing, sir.
Of course. It was August. Early. We hadn't expected to get cracking quite so soon. It was breakfast time. We got scrambled.
Oh, very nice, sir. Mrs. Bradford was poached, but I prefer boiled with little bed soldiers.
Yes. Be that as it may. There was a real flap on. We were climbing. We seized a man about 2 o'clock. Bandits.
Bandits? You did very well to see them from that height, sir. I suppose it was the horses you saw first.
No. Bandits, old chap. Jerry types. Sky was full of planes. Bombers. Fighter cover up top. So in we dive and tally-ho. I chased Adornia out over the channel. Quick squirt, bags it. Oh, so I thought. Piece of cake.
Piece of cake?
Yes, I watched him ditch into the drink. The sky was empty. I was turning and heading for home, then I caught a glimpse of him hurtling down towards me.
A fogger?
Yes, in the Messerschmitt's 109.
Beware the under of the sun, sir. That's what they say, isn't it?
Exactly. Well, he had me in his sight good and proper. I gave him a run for his money, I tell you though.
I suppose you tried to outwiggle him, did you?
Oh, every trick in the book, Inspector. And I wrote a few new pages myself.
I'm surprised you had time for that. It's like you had a pencil with you.
I was banging left, then right, climbing, diving, swooping. I looped the loop, saw my chance, slipped in behind, lined it up, and taka.
You had tackled him with tacks.
No, old chap. His wingman got me. Never even spotted the blighter. Picked up the galley one in the leg, managed to flip the kite over, and I bailed out. We drifted over the coast, but it was the wrong coast.
Were you taken prisoner, sir?
Well, that's where I had some real luck. Some friendly frog types found me first. Crushed up my leg as best as they could, and they hid me here, there, everywhere. Smuggled me back over by the boat. And I was fully debriefed on my return, of course.
Debriefed and given you artificial leg.
Look, old man, I don't know where you've got this idea it's an artificial leg. It's all my own, just a little bit wonky.
I know how you feel, sir. I was shot in the foot once. Both feet, actually.
That's it enough, Atkins. The lady doesn't want to hear about your chisel scratches. So the leg is still giving you some trouble, sir?
Bit of chip now and then, yes, but As long as I keep taking the old analgesic tablets, it's fine.
Oh, my.
So, here you all are.
Thought you might have left us by now, Inspector. How pleasant to find you still here. I hesitate to ask, but is there any progress in locating your unfortunate young constable? I assume he's still incommunicado.
Sadly, on the contrary, Miss Mablethorpe. He hasn't been incommunicado with anyone for the last 2 days.
Oh, how very distressing for all concerned. Uncertainty is a great burden. In my experience, the early discovery of a decomposing body comes as quite a relief. And how are you, Squadron Leader? You gave us quite a turn, appearing from out of the blue.
Didn't he just? You really should have let me know you were all right, darling. I've been sick with grief.
So sick, you've removed all of our photographs, eh, Nance? Still, suppose we had to move on. Jolly good show, what?
Your husband's just been telling us about his blighted leg. He has to take anagalipta tablets.
Such a hero.
We mustn't keep you, Inspector. Perhaps as you leave, you'll be so kind as to take the remnants of my bicycle back down to the village.
I'm afraid I shall have to remain here for a while longer, Miss Mablethorpe, but my preliminary investigations have thrown up 1 or 2 anomalies.
Really?
Blood on the floor and tamperings with some of the windows.
Tampering with the windows? In the boarded up part of the house?
I saw it myself, Miss Mabel. Sure as eggs are eggs. I'll push your boiled eggs in.
Stop rambling, man.
If what you say is correct, Constable, I fear I know who is behind all of this. If I'm right, as I invariably am, we may all be in terrible danger. Now this may be hard for you, my dear, but you must be very honest with us.
Of course.
Soon after I arrived here, you told the inspector that you haven't seen your mother. Now, were you telling us the truth? It's vital for all our safety that we know. Have you been helping hide her from the authorities?
No, of course I haven't. Oh, I don't know how you could suggest such a thing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to distress you. Even so, Inspector, I fear that Mrs. Craddock is at large. In her mental state, she's likely to be a danger to everyone. Your constable may have fallen foul of her. Perhaps he saw her furtively prowling the area.
I'd also concluded that very same conclusion, Miss Mablethorpe. Large Mrs. Haddock may be to blame. I shall have to convey my findings to the Chief Superintendent and seek further instructions.
I expect he'll pull you off this road for now, sir. Like he normally does when anything serious happens. Send somebody else up here.
Surely not, Inspector.
A lot of people will get the station, I should imagine, so...
Yes, indeed. Now, I wonder if I may use your telephone, Mrs. Hartight.
I shall accompany you, Inspector. I can see no reason why a man of your calibre should be called off the case. I'm a personal friend of the Chief Superintendent and his dear wife. I shall have words with him on your behalf. If anyone is to stay here, it must be you, Inspector. My mind is quite made up.
I'll show you the way, Inspector.
No need. Don't bother yourself, dear. I know the way. And then I'll make us all a fresh pot of herbal tea. What do you say to that, Inspector?
Well,
No time to waste. Follow me. You may come as well, Constable. You can warm the pot whilst we telephone. Come on, Inspector. Keep up.
I can't believe this is happening! Why are you being so horrid? Why are you doing this to me?
Not too happy to have the old man back here, Nance. Believe you me, I'm not too happy to be back here either. We're just going to have to muddle on through as best as we can, eh?
Well, if you don't want to be here, why don't you just clear off and leave me alone?
Oh, believe me, I would love to go. Coming into a house full of policemen, bit of a dicey do. Climbing back into the old spit and having another crack at Jerry would be less nerve-wracking.
You? Climb into a Spitfire? You wouldn't have the guts.
Look, I don't subscribe to all this furtive make-believe nonsense. But I'm just as trapped as you are. We're just going to have to get through it. I won't be claiming any bedroom rights if that's what you're worried about.
I don't know how you got the nerve. Do you really want to be implicated in all of this? When Pratt finds out there has been a murder here?
A murder? What murder? I wasn't told anything about a murder.
Well, perhaps you need to be careful then. Next time it could be you.
So, the Bobby type really has been killed?
For absolutely the last time, Mr. Garibaldi, one has absolutely no intention of going to the cinema with you, and that is one's final decision.
Ah, but you sooner change your mind, don't they? We could have the cuddles in the back row. No need to watch other film. I love the English ladies. All of the time they say that they won't, but their lives, they tell me that they might.
Bit out of my scope there, old man. I've never been one for the ladies. Give me machines any day, fly anything. But I've always crammed all my girlfriends once.
Until you met me, darling.
Yes, of course. Girl in a million was.
Now, one simply doesn't have time for your ridiculous chattering, Mr. Garibaldi. If one goes to the cinema, it will be with one's girlfriends. Shall we behave ourselves now? Daddy has a name for people like you.
Ah, why, your papa so hard. If he met to Enzo Garibaldi, he sooner change his mind, and that's no mistake. I ask you, just one last time, you come to the picture with me, eh?
Don't you ever dare touch me again, do you understand?
Oh, Miss Virginia, I get it down on my knees. I get it down on my knee. I beg of you. Oh, I mean you no harm. Forgive me, please.
One would be more inclined to horsewhip you than forgive you.
You're going too far, Mr. Garibaldi. I thought you lived in this country long enough to realise that we have certain standards of behaviour. Now, if you persist in this manner, I'll have no option other than to...
Other than to what, Mrs. All right. What are you expecting me to do, eh?
Ah, come along, Jenny. Let's leave this beastly man alone, shall we?
You still seem to have a habit of taking things too far, eh, Mr. Garibaldi?
I cannot help it. It's in the blood. It's what we Italianos do.
Well, yes, well, talking of blood, Nancy was telling me the Bobby type really was killed. It's gone too far. I'm leaving.
No, Roger. You're not going anywhere. The dead body strengthens our hand. I saw her kill him. You're in this as deep as I am. Trust me.
Trust you? I've never trusted you, old chap. Never.
Ah, okay. I wonder where you got to.
I was just in the kitchen, sir. Give a miss a little hand.
Doing what?
Well, it's the modern approach to community police work, sir. We're told we've got to be more than just a remote figure split and passing of bicycles. We've got to be more accessible, sir.
Accessible? Things aren't like they were in my day, things. When I was in the beat, the pace was relentless. Prowler Pratt, I was known as on my patch. I was always encouraged to remain remote.
Really, sir?
Oh, yes. I'll never forget what my sergeant used to say to me. Pratt used to say, your chances of getting promoted are at best remote.
I see, sir. Anyway, Miss Maple finished before you might like a big biscuit and a cup of tea. She seemed quite pleased that you were still on the case, sir. I don't know why.
What?
I mean, I don't know why she was pleased. I'm obviously delighted, sir. Ecstatic. She said she'd be through in a moment.
When the chief superintendent heard of the progress that I was making, he was very keen for me to stay on. Stay at them as long as you like, he said. We'll just have to manage down here without you.
Very foresight of him, sir. You've got the case cracking, have you?
Well, of course. Well, very close.
I'm still worried that the Colonel's work may be behind everything. When I was switching through the other part of the house, I felt like I was being watched, as though I was rolling into the back of my head. It was quite spooky, really.
No, I'm more worried about the sanity of the current inhabitants of the house. There's something not right. I've got a seventh sense about them. Think about it, Atkins. Why would a chicken farmer be growing Brussels sprouts? Why does the squadron leader hate to be taken off at breakfast time, but then escape with his spotted bandits at 2 o'clock? And why does that Italian fellow keep winking at me? And why does he have an English name?
Sorry, I don't follow, sir.
Gary Baldy. I thought somebody's having some tea.
That's his surname, sir.
Sir Gary Baldy? You get that bit quiet. Ugh. Why is Miss Maypole give me a cup of golden syrup to drink? Anyway, I'll tell you what I think.
Well, first of all, I think the person is forgotten. The film is about Baha is today. The film called Paris is basically there and look until today. I reckon the room will open here, do I? You would have done it. So, for one last thing, okay? I was supposed to know, and there's someone from over there, you know, go to the left.
I couldn't agree with you more, sir. We're both in stars of analysis of things I've ever heard you make, sir.
But when you finish doing that, you can get me another cup of tea.
Actually, I'll think of me of with Miss one or two of the details that I don't suppose you could repeat it.
Repeat it? You're going to have to pull your finger off the hat, Atkins. Otherwise, I shall be sending for another one of you. When you're in this line of work, you can't afford to take your eye off the bell for a moment. Otherwise, you will find you have more on your hands than you can swallow. A soft spot.
Inspector Pratt! I lost the words.
Forgive me, Miss Hartwood. I was just continuing my search for secret passages and booby traps. But by booby traps, I didn't mean... If you wish to make a complaint, you must get it off your breast. I mean chest. But by chest, I don't mean chest of jaws. You know, like your jaws that I rummaged in earlier. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to go run my head under some cold water.
What an extraordinary performance! Are you all right, my dear?
Yes, absolutely. Just a little bit amused. You'll have to excuse the inspector, Mrs. Alright. He has an unconventional approach to his work. Is that what it's called?
And, how is the inspector progressing, Constable? I'd be very eager to hear his latest theories.
Well, I'm not sure that he has any theories as yet, Miss Maple, but I'm sure any help you could give him would be very useful. As long as you're discreet about it, he doesn't take too kindly to interference.
Oh, I'm very discreet, Constable. The inspector would hardly realise that I'm here. As it happens, I have had one or two ideas about making a little progress.
I think you'll find these flowers need a little water. Now, what was I doing?
I would definitely advise you not to go back to that, Inspector.
Yes, quite.
I understand you were treading water, Inspector.
What, you mean this? No, I haven't been for a swim. I've just been refreshing my cranial brain nose.
Oh, very wise, Inspector. Now, I've had rather a good idea that may lead us to the killer, if indeed there is a killer. It concerns the consumption of cheese sandwich. I'm sure you're way ahead of me on that.
Indeed, yes. I consummated it myself.
You mean you started the analysis? Excellent. The sandwich is vital evidence.
Vital? It is. It is. Yes, indeed. Crucial vitality.
I'd be very interested to hear the details of your technique. Now, have you been making precise measurements? Ooh, or a plaster of Paris imprint?
I don't think you gain a great deal from measuring sandwiches, Miss Maplethorpe. But the size of a loaf can be quite variable. I mean, Mrs. Pratt's scraps are enormous. If you'll pardon the expression, Mrs. Hartwit.
It's not the size that's important, Inspector.
I think I'm with you, Miss Maple. Teeth marks in the sandwich?
Well done, young man. Yes, I believe that your missing constable was disturbed in the middle of a cheese sandwich.
And what was this someone doing in the middle of a cheese sandwich?
In the middle of eating a cheese sandwich.
Yes, of course, but hardly a criminal offence.
I'm not saying that's why he killed your man, simply that we might use the sandwich to identify the killer. If you remember, the sandwich was very stale, and there were clear imprints from the last bite. I believe it would be possible to match those imprints with the teeth of possible suspects. There may be distinctive features.
Ah, yes, teeth marks. Very good. What did you do with the sandwich, Atkins?
I believe you had it lasted on the desk bed.
Naturally, I'm quite prepared to submit my dentures for inspection.
It's gone, sir.
It's what?
The plate's empty.
Empty? But I left it in your care, Atkins.
No, you didn't, sir.
If I say I did, I did. It's up to you to look after the evidence. I haven't got eyes in the back of my head. They're at the front like everyone else's.
That's exceedingly careless, Inspector.
Well, it's not my fault.
I mean about losing the sandwich. Now we don't even know what kind of cheese it was. At least with that information, we might be able to trace the buyer. I fear you've been outwitted by a superior intellect, Inspector.
Unlike you, Miss Maplethorpe, I'm told that my IQ is in double figures. As it happens, the cheese was a distinctively flavoured mature cheddar with just a hint of an old sock aftertaste.
How do you know that?
Ah, it's all in my ears, is it? It's lovely. I've been looking for you, Inspector. I've got a very good idea.
Not another one.
No, it's the first good idea I've had for an hour or two.
No, I meant not another person with a good idea.
Oh, why somebody else had one?
No, they haven't.
Well, why did you say they have then? Jude, would be very confusing if you don't mind me saying.
Just get on with it, Mrs. Organ.
Well, no, I can't. Not with all these people around. It's a secret. They'll all have to go. Except maybe Miss Maple. I think she's one of us.
But I live here. It's my house. Why can't I stay? I insist on doing what's going on.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be told later, dear. Now, why don't you and the constable go and make Saul a fresh pot of tea?
No, sir.
Off you go, Atkins, and less sugar this time.
This is really getting too much.
This is very good, Mrs. Organ. I'm a very busy inspector.
Well, I wouldn't have bothered you if it wasn't. Fair play, your money trying to help. I think I mentioned the brooding spirits to you.
You've hardly stopped.
Well, we're going to make contact with them tonight at midnight.
How are we going to manage that?
Well, you can leave that to me, boyo. I do have my methods. It's my vocation.
Really? All of this seemed like a bit of a holiday jaunt to you, but it's a serious business to me.
All right, I'm only trying to help. You're not going to say no to an helping hand, are you? Certainly look like you can do with a leg up if you don't mind me saying.
Before this goes any further, I feel duty bound to warn you against it. In my experience, it's highly dangerous to dabble with the occult. Surely you can't sanction this, Inspector.
I may or may not sanctify it. The decision will be mine. There aren't really any ghosts, are there?
Deep down inside, you know there are, Inspector Bob. And it's clear that Miss Maple believes so as well. That's why we three, and only we three, must join forces together. I suspect the others in the house don't believe. And if they learn of our plans, they may deter the spirits with their negative vibrations. And we don't want that to happen, do we? Miss Maple exaggerates the risk, although I suppose there is always the chance that having enticed them to communicate, they may try to come back over.
Over where?
Over by here.
And then what?
Who can say? They can be very unpredictable. Are you ready to give it a go?
I don't think so, no. It seems a shame to disturb them late at night.
Not frightened, are you?
Of course I'm not. But midnight seems very late. And Mrs. Pratt likes to be in bed by 9:30 with a cup of Horlicks. It would upset her routine.
Oh, well, that's lovely, isn't it? Well, I've got to say you're a terrible disappointment, Inspector. I thought you had more about you. But if you don't want to know the identity of the killer, on your own head be it.
You mean they may name them by name?
That's highly likely, I would say.
I see. So there may be light at the end of the funnel. I suppose I could slip out after Mrs. Pratt has gone to sleep, and then slip back in again later without disturbing her.
It's agreed then. We'll meet by here tonight at midnight. Or would you rather meet through by then?
No, by you.
By here it is then. And not a word to anyone. Are you with us, Miss Maple?
This is madness. Quite insane. But if you won't be diverted from your course of action, I feel duty-bound to join you. I'd never forgive myself if you were both overwhelmed by strange forces. Although, don't wonder if you didn't succumb some years ago.
Then tonight it is. And we'll see what dark secrets the other side can reveal. Johnny.
Hello? Mrs. Organ? Hello? Mrs. Organ? Are you dead? Boo!
Ah, so this will be your Inspector Pratt, is it? Funny way looking fella if you can. Were you near told there's a bird it's impolite to stare? Do you have nothing to say for yourself?
Och, I've a new.
Ah, don't be starting any of funny business with me, young man, or I'll have a mind to knock your kid off.
I'd be very careful how you speak, Inspector.
It's Mrs. Organ. She's gone funny.
So I've heard. I suspect she slipped into some kind of alter incarnation.
Why was she talking in that funny voice?
sure she'll be able to tell us soon. Mrs. Morgan? Blodwen, can you hear me? Come back to us, dear. We must wake her very gently, or we could cause her damage.
Of course.
Can you hear me? Blodwen! Blodwen!
Wake up, Mrs. Morgan!
Spectre!
Jim, what happened?
You alright, dear?
We found you in a carnation.
Yes, and then you were talking in a rather strange Scottish accent. We were quite concerned.
Scottish? A Scottish man?
Yes.
I thought you got a sore throat.
He didn't insult you, did he?
Oh, it didn't seem very friendly.
Oh, that's all right then. That'll be old Dougal MacDougal. He don't mean no harm, but he do get a bit cantankerous from time to time. Temper like a match he has. Been asking around by here to see if there's anybody who can help him. Pity is him because he do sometimes upset the poltergeists. They can get quite nasty.
Despite my advice, I understand you're going to go through with this madness after all?
Oh, yes. I think it's time we grabbed the bull by the nettles. I gave Mrs. Pratt a helping of Horlicks. I think she'll see through all right.
Lovely. Have either of you done this kind of thing before? Well, there's nothing to it really once you've got the knack. If you want to sit down either side of me, perhaps you'd like to light a candle instead. It will help to create a conducive atmosphere.
Oh, Inspector, do you mind? I took the precaution of calling at the vicarage, asked for some protection. That's holy water.
Really? I should have figured down there for 50% whiskey.
Oh, I think he prefers gin. Oh, I do believe I betrayed a confidence.
If we could get on, we haven't got all night. Right, if you'd both like to hold my hands, they do sometimes help to strengthen the connection, see? I'll get back in touch with Dougal and see how he's fixed for helping us. Once I've gone over, loose all my hands and make notes. When I've got through, one of you will have to ask questions. It better be you, Miss Maple. We haven't got all night. Right, absolute hush, see?
You can rely on me, Mrs. Organ.
You aren't allowed to breathe, Inspector. Otherwise, we'll be contacting you on the other side. It's hard enough establishing some sensible communication with you when you're here.
Thank you.
Is anybody there by you? Will anybody talk to me? Is anybody there?
This is all right. It's just me and Miss Maplethorpe.
I was just getting going then.
Sorry.
It all seemed to be quite promising, Inspector. Oh my word! Look! She seems to be generating some sort of ethereal form.
Is she really? Is that good?
Oh yes, very. That smells rather more earthly. What did you do with that match, Inspector?
A match? Well, I put it, Oh, yes, a match.
I can't get through.
Mr. McDougal! Inspector, you've broken the link. I fear she's in danger.
What?
Take a fire road.
Quickly, you're already lost.
I'm coming.
Good man.
Oh, a far better reception than you.
Oh, hello, is that you, Mr. McDougal?
Aye, it's me. And who's there if you might be asking here?
My name's Joan. I'm a friend.
You never meant to be, were you?
Oh, I'm so sorry, but we were hoping you'd be able to help us. We'd like to see if there's anybody there who's been keeping an eye on the house.
Aye, well, I may help you, but I didn't like that inspector you have there with your lassie. It'll be costing him £5.
Oh, it's rather a large sum.
£5 and not a halfpenny less if you're kin. I'm on double time after 6 o'clock.
Oh, I see. Well, that's reasonable then. I'm sure the inspector's a very generous man. It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't give you a tip.
Then I'll see what I can do for you.
This all seems to be progressing rather well, Inspector.
Well, he's out of £5. That's more than Mrs. Pratt gets for her housekeeping money.
I don't actually think you have to pay it. I hardly see how a ghost can possibly use money.
I heard that. If he's wanting my help, he'll have to be paying me. And I'll take it in advance if you didn't mind. Mrs. Morgan can hold it on account for me. You can know be sure when earthly possessions might come in very handy.
I'm sure the inspector will let you have a tip later, Mr. McDougall. Oh, well, I'm not sure you'll wish to hear it.
Aye, well now he's paid me, there's a gentleman here most anxious to talk to you. Colonel Craddock, he's calling himself. I'll be passing you over to him.
Colonel Haddock? But he's dead.
I rather think that's the whole point, Inspector.
Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Colonel Craddock, deceased here. I understand Miss Mabel is there.
Colonel, is that you?
It is, old girl. Oh, remarkable. First time I've ever gone in for this sort of thing. Not quite got the hang yet, but sure I'll muddle through.
I can hear you loud and clear, Colonel. I have Inspector Pratt here with me.
Good Lord, not that chump. Didn't do much of a good job in protecting me, old boy.
I'm sorry, Colonel. I had an off day. It won't happen again.
You've never had an on day in your life. Still, I've got some information for you. It's about that missing chap of yours. I'm afraid young Nancy's got involved somehow. I had just come from mooch around when she came in from the hall. Let me see. I'll try and talk you through what I saw.
I'm sorry I'm so late. I do hope that you... Oh no! Mother, what have you done now? Hello? Who's there? Who is it? I warn you! I'm armed! Please, I don't want to harm you. I just want to...
Oh, what have we here, eh? Who is this man? You know him, eh?
Yes,
So why you kill him? It's a bad man.
but I didn't kill him.
Oh, mamma mia. You expect me, Andrew Garibaldi, to believe such a lie? You think I am a fool?
But I didn't kill him. I've just found him. Anyway, what were you doing in there? That door is supposed to be locked.
What am I doing? I am a fool. I forget it so easily. You have to help me. We have a talk, eh? You soon realize that you helped me when you hear. Otherwise, you are in a big problem and trouble with Enzo. Enzo knowing your little secret.
What do you
We
mean?
help each other, eh? What do I mean? I mean, you come with me. We have a little talk, like the older friends.
And that's about it.
What do you mean that's about it? You haven't finished the story.
Sorry and all that, but it's not easy coming through Like now. I have no energy left. Got to go.
Colonel Hamza, you can't leave yet. You've only given me £2.10 worth.
I really's already said too much.
What do you mean?
He's away now, and I must be away myself. I can't be wasting any time any longer. I have a haunting at 12:30, and I can't be late, or they'll be docking my feet.
Roger. Are you alright, dear? Oh,
Jim, what's happened? What's that smell?
Oh, who's the ethical smoke again?
Oh no, it's as I'm afraid. Dougal seems to have set some poltergeists. This could get very nasty. They'll be going after it like Ambertons.
I do believe it would be an excellent idea if you were to hold that door shut, Inspector.
No, I'm quite happy over here, thank you. I've got a small fire to deal with.
Help me, Inspector!
Don't mind this ring before. If you can't hold the door, I'll wring the poker ghost's neck as he comes through.
Mr. Garibaldi!
And then there he was, standing in the doorway, looking like he'd seen a ghost. Next thing you know, he's not on the floor, the inspector's knocked himself out. Mayhem it was.
The poor man, was he all right?
Well, no, of course he wasn't all right. Dead as a coffin, he was.
One meant the inspector. Was he all right?
Oh, well, he came around eventually. As to whether he were all right tonight, well, it's a bit of a moot point, really. I don't think he were ever all right.
I can't believe this keeps on happening. It's the house. It has to be.
Well, I do blame myself on this occasion. If I hadn't started things off with Dougal McDougal, it never would have happened, would it? He kind of scrapped by this one poltergeist. He came back to apologise for the fight, because he's always throwing his weight around.
And that was definitely what killed Mr. Garibaldi.
Oh, without a doubt, yes. When the doctor finally arrived, he said he'd had some kind of art seizure. Obviously the fright. He had a bump on his head, but not enough to have killed him.
Personally, one couldn't stand the man, as you both well know. But one would never have wished him harm. Ghastly business, quite ghastly.
Oh, that's it. They've taken the Italian gentleman away to slice open for the post-mortem. Fascinating procedure.
I don't see why they need to go to the expense of all that. They'd have to come over by you and ask me, and I'll tell what killed him.
Are you all right, squadron leader? You look terribly pale. Perhaps one could get you something, a drink, perhaps?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Though, a toss of brandy might not go amiss after all. I've seen enough sudden death in the last few months to last a lifetime. Too many good types have gone for a Burton.
You should sit down and rest for a while. You haven't stopped since you got up this morning.
Exactly, Squadron Leader. You took quite an interest in the arrangements. You couldn't have done more had you been a friend of Mr. Garibaldi.
Just lending a hand, that's all. Just chipping in.
Rather bad news for you, though, I'm afraid, Mrs. Allwright.
Why? What else has happened?
Perhaps I should let your husband explain. It's most unfortunate.
Yes, it is awful bad news, Nance. I received a telephone call this morning. My leave has been cancelled. I've been reposted. I shall have to get weaving and be away this afternoon at the latest.
Darling! Oh, that's terrible. Oh, just when we thought we could spend a little time together.
Joe, terrible thing, the war, isn't it? 1 minute you're together and
Mrs. Morgan. It was already feeling pretty browned off as it was.
Don't take a moment's notice, Squadron Leader. I'm sure you'll be absolutely safe as houses.
Yes, but now they're bombing the cities as well. I'm not too sure houses are too safe anymore. Still, cheerio, everybody.
Ah, we're all in here, sir. I've just brought the inspector back from his checkup.
Oh, I do hope he's feeling better, Constable. He was unconscious for quite some time.
Oh, you're perfectly all right, aren't you, sir? Oh, excuse me, he seems to have gone astray.
Surely the hospital shouldn't have allowed the poor man back here. He may be concussed.
Maybe, but fair play to them about what they know. That was precious the best of times.
That's very unkind, Mrs. Morgan. Rather spot on, though. Still, I'm sure he always does his best.
Oh, I don't doubt he does. All I'm saying is his best is all plus.
No, sir, you don't want to be upstairs, but down here. Oh, careful, sir, you don't want to come down like that. Careful! Oh, never mind, sir. Get down now. Come on, now you can. I'll help you through. That's why I'll soon you. He's still a little bit disorientated.
Good afternoon, all.
He's still mourning, sir.
Are they really?
He's still a bit confused.
Yeah, it's the moment I met him.
I do think it would be wiser for you to sit down, Inspector. Inspector?
That's you, sir.
Oh, yes, of course. May I have your tickets, please?
I really do think you should take a seat, Inspector.
Why? Are we going somewhere nice?
They did say he might have a little temporary amnesia. Didn't they, sir? Do you know what day it is, sir?
Of course I do. It's today.
Chap really ought to be at home in this condition. No point trying to fly with a dicky wing. Fellow ought to be tucked up in bed, if you ask me.
Would you like to go home, sir? Mrs. Pratt can tuck you up nice and comfortable.
He can perhaps have a lie down here for a while if it would help. He can use my room if he wishes.
How about it, sir?
How about what?
Would you like to come up to bed with me, Inspector? Oh no! He would appear to have banged his head again.
Be gentle with me.
Do let me have a look at him whilst I'm sorting out. No? Is there anybody at all? Can you hear me, Inspector Bar? There, he's full of it now. Would you like to go to bed, Inspector?
How did I get here, Atkinson?
Constable Tompkins brought you back from the hospital.
Do you remember everything now, Inspector?
Oh, why shouldn't I? Do I look like a fool? Why was I at the hospital?
Well, you didn't seem very well earlier this morning, sir. Did you have amnesia?
I don't know. I can't remember.
But do you remember what happened last night?
Yes, of course. As if it were yesterday. Miss Maplethorpe attacked me.
I'm so terribly sorry, Inspector. I lost my grip on the door.
And then Mr. Garibaldi appeared and dropped like a stone.
The Dutchman?
Oh, Italian, sir. I have a note from the doctor.
Oh, you can't take sick leave now. I need you here.
No, about Mr. Garibaldi, sir. They've taken him away for post-mortem, sir.
Oh, I see. Is there any chance you might go through?
Oh, they've cut it off by now, Inspector.
50-50 then.
No doubt it was a seizure.
Yes, but what caused him to be seized so? Was it natural causes? Or was it a case of death by fatal murder?
He died of fright. I must say I almost went myself. It goes through me when I think what happened.
Where was everyone when Mr. Bordy crumbled to his death? I'm aware of Miss Maplethorpe and Miss Organ's whereabouts because they were about where they are now. What about you, miss?
It was very late. One was asleep in one's bed, Inspector.
And do you have any witnesses tonight, Miss Farhaha?
Certainly not. Whatever are you implying? Daddy would be furious if he heard you slurring one's name in such a fashion.
My apologies. I had no intention of slurring, miss. I do have occasional trouble with my top plate. What about you, Mrs. Halfwit?
Similarly, Inspector.
I see. It's a pity that one so young should be inflicted by dental problems. You have my sympathetics.
No, I meant I was asleep in my room as well.
In bed with your husband?
No, not exactly.
I couldn't sleep. My leg was giving me some jip. I was sat beside the bed reading. I didn't want to disturb Nancy with my tossings and turnings.
My husband can be a terrible tosser, Inspector.
Really?
They all seem to confirm the theory that there was no one else involved.
Wait, you haven't forgotten about the missing constable, have you? About the revelations that were made here last night? I have Mrs. Maple's notes for you.
How did you acquire those? They were intended solely for my own record.
Didn't think you'd mind. You must have left them lying about in this confusion. I can't believe some of the things that came out of my mouth. Mrs. Allwright do seem to have found the constable's body and thought that her mother had killed him. She said, "Oh, Mother, what have you done now?" Mr. Garibaldi heard her.
I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know anything about a body. You can't really believe all this seance nonsense, can you?
I have an empty mind, Mrs. Halfwit. I have no preconceptions about Mrs. Mountfalcon's theory.
What's this all about you and your mother?
Quite, Wing Commander. Your mother-in-law, the inane Mrs. Haddock. What do you know of her? Is she lurking in the loft, hatching plots?
Maybe the silly blighter didn't kill him after all.
Which silly biter?
Early yesterday evening, I had a bit of a barney with Mr. Garibaldi. He told me that he had killed the missing constable. Of course, I was going to tell you, but there was no opportunity. But now you're saying it was her. Her and her mother.
But why would Mr. Garibaldi lie to you about something so serious, Squadron Leader?
I don't know, but it all makes sense now. You killed him to keep him quiet about what really happened.
Surely this can't be true.
Oh, yes, it can. If I'm not much mistaken, Shirley there has been telling a packet of lies from the very start.
That's nonsense. If you remember, darling, you were in the bedroom with me. You just told the inspector so.
But he was lying, wasn't he, Shirley? You were prowling the house, taking your mother a cheese sandwich in order to sustain her massive bulk. You saw Mr. Baldy and fatally killed him.
I really don't think there's any proof of that, Inspector. That's rather a leap of the imagination.
I've been bigger leaps than that in my time. Charge him, Atkinson.
I'm not quite sure what with, sir.
What's wrong with you, man? The charge is that the other day, and then again on another other day, she did jointly and severely with her mad mother cause or commit to be committed a number of murders. Probably about 2 of them. That'll be startless.
I can't do it, sir.
What?
I'm sorry, I can't charge you, sir. It wouldn't be right.
But I'm ordering you to. That's dereliction of duty.
It's just, I know she didn't kill Mr. Garibaldi, sir.
How?
Because at the time he died, I was in her bedroom, sir.
In her bedroom? What for?
I'd have thought that might be obvious.
You? And her? And him?
Just the 2 of us, sir.
You and Wing Commander Alcott?
Mrs. Alcott, all right.
Did you know that your wife was having an extramural affair?
Of course not, old chap. First I've heard. Still, fortunes of war, I suppose.
It wasn't Constable Tompkins' fault. I seduced him. He'd simply just come to talk to me.
So Nancy couldn't have killed Mr. Garibaldi, sir. She was with me.
Yes, committing idolatry.
I confess that I did find the constable's body, but I didn't report it because Mr. Garibaldi threatened to kill me if I uttered a word. I was frightened.
But there's no getting away from the fact that you said, "Oh, Mama,
Inspector.
Then I won't find her then, if she's not around here.
The point is, I believe that Mr. Garibaldi killed your constable.
Not her and the mad woman.
If you remember, Inspector, I had a theory about a cheese sandwich. Yes, the teeth that fit the imprints on the sandwich were probably the killer's.
Hey, you lost the sandwich, sir.
You are already in enough trouble, Atkinson. Don't push your luck.
Thank you. Fortunately, all your birthdays seem to have come at once, Inspector.
I don't think so. I just have one birthday per year like everyone else. Except the king, of course, who has two. It seems strange he doesn't age more quickly.
I found it this morning under a table. It must have fallen there unobserved. You seem surprised, Inspector.
Surprised? No, it's not that. It's just that I thought, well, you see, I...
Compare the bite in the sandwich with Mr. Garibaldi's teeth, and you'll find a perfect match. I did a brief examination this morning before they took him away, and it's the same distinctive pattern. His teeth at the front, pronounced lateral incisors.
Yes, I'm aware of that. There's no need to pat beside me. I know how to pronounce lateral incisors.
Oh, bravo, Miss Mickle. What jolly good detective work. Stupendous job.
Well, one does have some little ability in these matters. Together with his confession to the squadron leader, it does seem to indicate that Mr. Garibaldi is indeed the killer. To what purpose, I imagine we shall never know.
But why would Mr. Garibaldi confess? Seems rather silly.
Well, let's not dwell on that at any length. The squadron leader needs to be leaving us soon, if he's not to be late.
No. No can do.
No, but your train.
No. Dash it. People have died. I owe an explanation. The reason he was blackmailing me, the reason he was telling me, confessing to me, was in a way, he was blackmailing me. He got me involved in a jape. Not my cup of tea at all. I threatened to pull out.
Oh, I think you should be careful what you say, sir. You don't have to say anything at this stage.
Whose side are you on?
I'm just telling him his right, sir. He might incriminate himself.
I will decide who cremates who. Just let him stew in his own goose. Mr. Baldy didn't die of a seizure, as Mrs. Malfogan hypotenused. He was blackballing Wing Commander Shuttlecock, who decided to shut him up permanently by killing him dead.
No, I didn't kill him. That's not what I'm saying at all. No, I quite despise the chap, but I could never have killed him, would never have even have crossed my mind.
Not much crosses the inspector's mind, didn't stop him doing things, does it?
I didn't kill him, I tell you. He was my brother.
Your brother? You mean you're Dutch too?
Oh, Italian, sir.
Don't be ridiculous. The Wing Commander doesn't sound a bit Italian.
My brother was every bit as English as me. He was a rotten egg from the very day he was born. When I joined the RAF and he pitched himself to the army, got caught up in that Dunkirk business, never made anything of himself, deserted. Yellow streak, I'm afraid.
I don't understand why you want to impersonate an eye tie, though.
Well, we often holidayed in Italy as boys. As an Italian in disguise with all the right language and the right papers, he could never be called up, never be suspected of desertion. No, it was the perfect disguise.
And he came here, somewhere isolated, to keep his head down?
He came here, something to do with my darling wife there, extorting money.
He was blackballing your wife as well? That's a coincidence.
No, here's the thing, old chap. She's not my wife at all.
Not your wife?
Yes.
But you have the same name.
Don't know whether to be pleased or not. No, my name, Geoffrey Baker.
So, You aren't you at all. I knew from the start that you were persecuting yourself, didn't I, Atkinson?
No, the thing is, I really am a squadron leader. Well, I was. Suspect I end up on Jankers now. Everything else I told you, they're completely true.
But why would a brave man like you do such a thing? I understand that he was your brother, but why would one help him?
I've been bailing him out all his life. He'd come to me with this one last scheme and promised to be out of my hair then forever. I was to turn up, pretend to be her husband. He reckoned she had it coming anyway, but she's a cheat.
Ooh, a cheat, is it? What's going on by you then? Well, there's a real to-do, isn't it, Inspector? I hope you're managing to keep up.
Look, I haven't the foggiest what any of this is all about. My brother got the information from some old pals of his, forger type, drew up his false papers for him. So that's how... Oh dear,
Oh dear, what?
Oh dear, oh dear. Inspector, I feel I can hold back no longer.
It's just on the whole, I believe, if you will.
No, I mean I blame myself entirely. I suspect I'm familiar with the forger to whom the squadron leader refers.
One simply can't believe that you could possibly know anyone as ghastly as that, Miss Maple, hardly within one's social circle.
But over the years I have come to know so many in the criminal fraternity. I am something of an amateur sleuth, as the inspector is aware.
Yes, Miss Margate, I am wary of your social past.
Don't say another word, Miss Maple. I take entire responsibility for anything that may have happened here.
No, dear, I must face the repercussions of my own actions. Inspector, why do you think the Colonel never mentioned his daughter, ever?
He had two
To what?
daughters. I knew about Shirley, but not about Eva.
He didn't have any daughters, Inspector.
You mean she's his son?
What's that? Inspector, picture a young girl born out of wedlock and cruelly cast aside, abandoned in an orphanage. Imagine how the burden of shame and sadness ate away at her heartless mother as she racked her brain, wondering how she could make amends.
Oh dear.
But envisage her joy when the mother suddenly sees an extraordinary opportunity to provide for her daughter and put an unwanted but splendid house to worthy use.
I'm the daughter, Inspector.
And to my eternal shame, I am the mother. You mean she's not the Colonel's daughter, Inspector, but she is mine.
Gosh! Well, there's a good deal of fish this, isn't it? There's a turn-up, Mr. Inspector.
Nobody mentioned turnips, Mrs. Whitethorn. You wondered whether I was keeping up.
Nancy was born after a small indiscretion I committed after imbibing rather too enthusiastically of some homemade elderberry wine.
Oh, ever so strong it can be. Easily done. I can tell you myself.
Selfishly afraid of what people would think of me, I deposited her outside an orphanage in a small wicker hamper. I watched from afar as she grew into a delightful young woman, and several years ago I befriended her. The Colonel's death presented an opportunity to make amends, to give something back to her.
I couldn't believe my good fortune. You see, I'd always wanted to start an orphanage of my own, and this house was perfect.
I had the papers forged to enable Nancy to inherit the house. The forgers must have talked. I should have snuffed them out. Oh, could I think such a thing?
When I said, "Oh, Mother, what have you done now?" I was thinking of my real mother, Miss Maple. I just thought she'd done her usual trick of bringing misfortune to someone. Then, when the squadron leader's brother told me I wasn't the colonel's daughter at all, I was petrified and furious with him and with my mother. He told me that my fictitious husband was to turn up on the doorstep, and in due course I was to sell the house and give him half the money as a separation settlement.
Well, I'll be dashed. Told me he'd only asked for a few thousand.
I persuaded Nancy that we simply needed to remain calm. I would find a way of bringing Mr. Garibaldi to justice for killing the constable, whilst not revealing our own little subterfuge.
And how would one have managed to do that?
I wasn't sure, and it's only just occurred to me that I was being stupid. It would have cost Nancy and me our lives.
I wouldn't have harmed anybody.
But don't you see, your brother knew enough to simply blackmail us. He didn't need you to act the part of Nancy's husband. Why would he do that?
Because he was stupid.
No, Inspector, because he was greedy.
Well, greedy as well, obviously.
He didn't want half the money, he wanted everything. And the only way he could do that was to convince people that Nancy's husband was alive and well.
But the only way that he could have gotten everything
Would be for Nancy to die and her husband to inherit all. I would also have been killed. I was the only other person that knew the truth.
And then I came along to spoil everyone's plans, eh? I bet I was more than you'd all bargained for. You knew I'd see for your little centrifuge, Mrs. Margate.
On the contrary, Inspector, when you stumbled upon the scene, I was delighted. If the police had to be here, it was best that it was you.
Ah, but
Why
I got
did you?
in the end.
God, why do you think I put in a word with the superintendent?
But Smithy Atkinson wasn't quick on the uptake as well.
Actually, I found out about it all the other day, so...
What?
Well, I knew something wasn't right. It was the squadron leader who made the first mistake.
What, me? What did I do? Thought I'd play a bit of a blinder.
When we first interviewed you, you kept holding the wrong leg.
Did I? Dash it! Too damn theatrical.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I've been secretly seeing Nancy for a few weeks now, sir. Last night I made her confess what was going on. I decided to help her and Miss Maple, but only on the understanding that they give up this place afterwards.
You're going to be very hot soup over this, Atkinson.
It gets worse, sir. I believe I also caused Constable Atkins' death. You see, we were both up for promotion, and I think that he suspected I was seeing a married woman. He must have come here to catch me out if this is all right, but when the squadron leader's brother saw the uniform, he must have panicked and thought he'd been rumbled. That's why he killed him.
There's one thing I don't understand, Inspector.
Only one?
Where does Mrs. Morgan fit into all of this? I must confess, I remain sceptical about the authenticity of last evening's séance.
Indeed so. I remain sceptic myself.
Oh, well, there's lovely, isn't it? If it hadn't been for my revelations, none of this would have come out.
But if you truly made contact with the Colonel last night, why didn't he tell us more? Let's face it, Inspector, he had a lot to tell. Unless, of course, she never made contact at all.
Didn't make contact? That's my professional integrity squandering there. You don't want to go by your Inspector? I'm going to be famous. Mystic Bloodwind, the woman whose powers helped solve the crime.
And I do believe that's all you wanted. A little fame.
You want to watch what you're saying? Told you not to watch them before we came here, see? They don't like us Welsh. Can't sing like us. They're jealous.
I think I was well, miss.
God, no. One was born in Berkshire.
Now then, girl, don't you go denying your heritage. Your mother would turn in her grave. Oh dear. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
You two know each other, don't you?
No, I don't know her from Adam. I hope you're not suggesting she's my niece. Oh dear, I shouldn't have said that. I'm getting myself in a terrible pickle here. Don't go letting the cat out of the bag, my girl. While there's still life, there's still hope, I suppose.
One rather thinks you've already said too much, Auntie. One told you it wouldn't work.
Auntie?
Yes, Auntie Blood. One knew of her interest in the spirit world and happened to mention in a letter about this really spooky place one was working in. Of course, she couldn't help but come and see it herself.
I've always had the gift.
But that's not entirely true, really, is it? Daddy's always maintained that you were rather a fraud.
And how would he know? He had no idea. Now, I freely admit I haven't been having much luck with the spirit world recently. None of them want to talk to me. I can't understand why.
Spectres, cos. They can't get a single word in edgeways. Never heard anything like it.
I was hoping that coming here would put me on the map, see? We pretended not to know each other so that nobody would suspect any funny goings on. Well, when the murder happened, it seemed like too good an opportunity to miss. But I haven't done anything wrong, not really.
Except she hasn't really contacted anyone while she's been here.
You mean you didn't talk to Fugamatugan at all?
I'm afraid I didn't know. But you have to admit I had to go and do the proper there, Inspector Mark.
He's got my £5.
But you didn't make up what you told us last night. I believe you saw the constable being killed. Why didn't you tell us earlier?
Well, I didn't see it exactly. I was doing a bit of ghost hunting through by then. I climbed in the window, see, so nobody would see me. And then I heard Mrs. Allwright and Mr. Garibaldi having a conflict, and I had to get out quick before they saw me.
So that's why you didn't tell us more. That was all you knew.
Told I was rather convincing. I got Ginny to give me a bit of an answer to make it seem more authentic. Well, here am I.
The man was quite dreadful. One doesn't like to make a habit of speaking ill of the dead, particularly when he was your brother, squadron leader. But I'm afraid he did bring it upon himself. I went in there to do as Auntie asked. I was by the fuse box, waiting. He must have followed me in. He attacked me. It was horrible. He was groping. One just grabbed the nearest thing to hand. It was a piece of pipe, and I gave him a tap with it. And then I suppose I must have dropped the pipe.
And what did you do with the tap?
I just ran, Inspector.
You mean you ran the tap?
No, one ran for one's life. Mr. Garibaldi staggered away. He seemed stunned, but no more than that. I was mortified when I heard he was dead.
The blow must have made him fit, Inspector.
On the contrary, Miss Margate, a fit man may have survived.
One is so desperately sorry, squadron leader. One didn't intend to kill him, only discourage him. One didn't hit him that hard. One had no malice.
Ah, but you would have hit him with a malice had one had one.
I always warned him he would go too far. He blotted his copybook rot.
You mustn't feel too bad about it, dear. You were only defending yourself. But I don't understand how you still found time to flash the lights on and off.
One didn't have time to do any of that. I'm afraid one let Auntie Blonde down rather badly.
But the lights did flash. How did that happen?
There was a very definite pattern to the flashes. It almost seemed like Morse code.
Oh, that's highly unlikely in my experience. The spirit world would only communicate in a way that the recipient could understand. And I don't know any Morse code.
Well, perhaps they weren't talking to you. Does anyone know Morse code?
Well, I do, obviously.
But you weren't present. I don't suppose you do, Inspector?
Well, of course, naturally. I do hold the Boy Scout signalling merit badge.
And perhaps the message was meant for you. I have it here. Dot dash dash dot dot.
Good Lord!
What is it?
Hold on. I'm just working it out. Dot Ditty what?
A.B. Archie Baker. That was my brother's name, old chap.
So perhaps the Colonel was here after all, trying to tell you who killed the constable.
I can't see any other explanation.
I did get through after all!
I must admit it's the first time it's happened mine, but I almost lived it all.
So, that would seem to tie up the loose ends, Inspector.
So can Harry Walsh try to contact me?
So it seems.
Well, you must have liked me after all.
Oh, let's not stretch credibility too far, Inspector. But now, I suppose, you must do what you must do. I'm sure that we are all at your bidding.
Bidding for what?
You'll have to arrest us all, sir. We've all committed one crime or another.
Have you?
I withheld evidence, sir.
I am guilty of fraud and deception at the very least. Most unforgivable of me.
I killed Mr. Baker.
Oh, blackmail for me, old chap.
I conspired in the fraud with my brother Inspector.
Well, I suppose if you were being very harsh, you could say that I could have said a little bit more, a little bit sooner. And I suppose there was a bit of deceit thrown in.
At least the only real victim in all of this has received justice. The constable's killer is dead, and there's no harsher punishment than that, I fear.
I suppose we'd better all go down to the station, sir.
Hold on a minute. No, not so fast. Are you all trying to make me look like a fool?
We wouldn't have to try all that hard.
You really expect me to make a case out of all of this nonsense?
I don't see the problem, sir.
Well, half of this involves on the rampings of Mrs. Falthorgan, a seance. And how is that going to look in a court of legal law? And how am I going to look when people think I'm trying to close down an orphanage? I'm not heartless. If I were, I'd be dead, because that's what keeps your blood going around your arterioles.
But it's not an orphanage yet, Inspector.
Don't try to make this with me, Miss Margate. It soon will be, won't it? Or will you lie?
No, of course I wasn't. I never lie. Well, hardly ever.
And how can I charge Wing Commander Bacon with anything? It would be criminal. This country needs him almost as much as it needs me. Oh no, you're not making a scrapegoat out of me.
But what about me? I killed a man.
No, you didn't. He died in here. You were nowhere near. You don't fool me that easily. Anyway, he killed Constable Napkins. The teeth marks in the sandwich prove that.
Not really, I'm afraid. In the absence of the original sandwich, I made that particular one to deceive you, Inspector. I'm sorry, Squadron Leader, but I made the bite imprint from your brother's dead body this morning.
No less than he deserved, I'm sure. And anyway, he had confessed to me.
Exactly. And that's what's going in my report. None of this other nonsense. Get it out of here, Atkinson, before I change my mind and arrest them all for wasting police time.
Inspector, if I may...
No, you may not, Miss Margate. I do not want another cup of tea.
I've misjudged you very badly, Inspector. I'm so very sorry. Perhaps when the orphanage is up and running, you might like to visit sometime for tea and scones with the children.
I don't have time for that, Miss Margate. I'm a very busy inspector.
I think you have time, Inspector. I do believe you'll find the time.
Visit indeed. Have they no time to visit? I think you'd approve, Colonel. I think you'd have done the same. Look after the kiddies, eh? There's no point making waves. It's too much paperwork, and I can't be doing with all that. No, I'm far too busy. Far too important. Even so, I wish there was a way to let me know, Colonel. Have I done the right thing? Y E S Y E S. Yes. Colonel Haddock. Atkinson.